Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, this was the last lecture of this topic, basic democracy system. The fourth tier of this system was the utmost tier of this system, the Divisional Council. The Divisional Council was the coordinating body. It coordinates between the district councils and divisional and with the provincial council. The organization of the fourth tier was 50% members of the divisional council were non-officials. Included in these non-official members the deputy commissioners of the concerned districts of the division and all divisional officers of administrative departments. The other 50% non-official members were elected members. They were elected by the district councils, municipal committees and cantonment boards if any cant is situated in the boundaries of division. The functions of the divisional council: the first function was the coordination between the district councils, district administration and with the provincial development council. This council coordinate activities of all local bodies within the division. All local bodies means the union council, Tahsil council, district council and the divisional council. The main function of divisional council was the preparation of development plan for the division with the discussion of district councils. Then this council gave recommendations that how they could reform the administrative departments of the division. With these two functions, the last function was to supervise the overall performance of all divisional administrative departments. every divisional council prepare the development plans. After preparation, the plan was sent to the Provincial Development Council, which was the specific body who approves the plan. The Provincial Development Council have the power to change, to amend in the divisional council plan. Ultimately, divisional council have to implement the plan approved by Provincial Development Council. In case of any emergency in district, then the district council was suspended. Then regional council has the right to exercise the powers of the district council, and on this point the divisional council run the matter of the district council. Impacts of the basic democratic system on the peoples of the country. First of all, we see the positive aspect of the system. The system was developed to create the space for the participation of people in the local level, and for the solution of local level problems by the representatives of the local people. It increased the cooperation and coordination of elected representatives of basic democracies and the administration. This system was created with good gesture and good hopes, but the system could not work according to the wishes of the people. Though the system could not serve the people as it was described. Now we will discuss the causes of failure of this basic democratic system. The basic democracy system was a local government system, but this basic democratic system had no democracy in it. It was a system in the guise of autocratic structure system. Autocratic structure and democracy are different systems, so they could not go hand to hand. The second cause was the bureaucratic control on the system. Bureaucracy in the district level, Deputy Commissioner was the controller or chairman of the district council, having unlimited powers. All the members and the district council was dependent on their will. In these conditions, the members of democracies cannot develop the institutions on the lines of democracy. The hold of bureaucracy over the local self-government basic democracies became suffocating and despotic for the members. Number third, the lack of political parties role. Political parties were banned in the country under the martial law orders, and they were not restored on the implementation of basic democracy system. The system of basic democracy failed to attract the enlightened sections of the society and educated urban people due to its non-democratic culture and the equality of non-official members with elected members. So the political party workers did not accept this local government system. In the objectives of the system, it was rooted out that it will facilitate the growers of agriculture in rural areas. It will work for the development of agriculture, but it will not support the rural areas, did not carry on the development plans for the rural areas and for the agriculture. So the rural areas remained neglected. The next point was the power of arbitration, which was given to the union councils chairman and their members. The arbitration power was used badly by the union council members. They developed their fictions and always support their fiction, neglecting the neutrality for the arbitration. So the people left their disputes on the panchayat system or go to the courts. Basically, if this power was used with neutral way, then it would be a blessing for the rural areas and as well as urban areas educated people. Representative from low income group and illiterate. The cause of failure, one of cause of the failure was the representative who were elected in the union councils and elected in district and divisional councils, tehsil councils. Most of them were illiterate and poor. They belong to the group that came in low income group. So these representatives used their powers and status to earn money and gave way to corrupt practices. They did not know that they can be elected in next elections, so they prefer to malpractices and corruption. The bureaucratic supervision did not care for this corruption and malpractices, so they got this objective that all the members always support the bureaucracy in all their programs. Misuse of public funds and political ends. These four-tier institutions use the public funds not for the public benefit but for the personal benefits or for the gaining of political ends. The main funds were provided by the provincial government through bureaucratic setup, commissioner, deputy commissioner, and the Tehsil administration. All these four tiers, these funds were not used to benefit the public at large. The members attempt to gain personal benefits along with give benefits to their supporters, friends and family members. The members who belongs to the political parties, they use the funds to strengthen the party, to guard political objectives in future. The main cause of its failure was this institution, which was created for the local government purpose, for the benefit of local level people. It was converted to electoral college. On the establishment of this system, this was only for the benefit of common people and for the development of rural and urban areas. When it was converted to electoral college for the president and members of the national and provincial assemblies. Now these were the elected members of basic democracy who taken the right of vote on the election of president. These were the 80,000 members of basic democracies all over the Pakistan, in East and West Pakistan. They all have given the right to vote for president, as well as for the election of members of National Assembly and provincial assemblies. This conversion to electoral college paved the way for the corruption, malpractices in the system, because the government needs the vote of these people, and in return government gave them many benefits in non-traditional way. So this system created a method for corruption financially as well as the administratively. The next cause of failure was urban enlightened people who were educated. They were fond of democracy. Before this, Pakistan got independence on the moment of political party Muslim League. So they did not like the role of non-elected members and bureaucracy in local government institutions. They were trained by the political parties, and the Pakistan got independence through elected members vote, which compelled the British government to create new state of Pakistan. Now the members of every district council, regional council, union council and Tehsil council were equally divided into 50% official members and 50% non-official members. Non-official members which were nominated by the bureaucracy. That means the nominated members will always be support the administration. So the policies will always be made as the administration will like. It was not the will of the people that create the planning for their bodies, for their areas. The next failure was that in these basic democracy institutions, deputy commissioner and commissioner played the key role with unlimited powers to use. All the powers belongs with the deputy commissioner and commissioners. The local bodies were only the consultative bodies. They can give their opinion, but they have too much less role in decisions. The political, for the stability of government, the government often offer bribes to the members so that to maintain the political stability in Pakistan. The political stability means the strength of government. If the political stability shakes, then the government will have to face the problems, and possibly the change would be inevitable. The basic democracy system was going with off and on opinions of the people, but in 1968-69 the Pakistan facing the conditions of anarchy, so in 1969 army overthrew the present government of Ayub Khan and abrogated the constitution of 1962 as well as the system of basic democracies came to an end. Thank you. Students, if you have any question, you can ask me. Otherwise, you can write on the page. Thank you very much.